everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I'm going to demonstrate how to make placemats using jelly roll strips of fabric. If you don't have access to jelly rolls, you can cut your own strips 2.5 inches wide by 42 inches long. Okay, let's get started. This is a jelly roll, in case you don't know what it is, and it's got maybe 20 strips of fabric that are 2.5 inches wide by approximately 42 inches long. And there's probably 5 or 6 different prints in each one. Now, where do you get these? You can get them at Joann Fabrics and Crafts. All quilt shops sell them. Occasionally, I find them at Walmart. You can go out on the internet and go to other fabric shops or locations and even go on Amazon.com. Now, I've pulled out some pieces I'm thinking about using in the placemat. So remember, you can use all of the different prints in each placemat, or you can be very selective and just pull certain ones out. So these are folded in half, and they're usually very wrinkled up at the ends here and sometimes here. So in order to use them in this project, you need to press them, unfold these, and press the crease out in the middle. And then place them in the order you would like to have them on the placemat. I like to make my placemats large, but you can make them any size you like. These are 18.5 across and 14.5 inches this way. So you're going to take the first 2 strips that are in your layout there. And what you're going to do is, before you place it down, you need to take the second one. This is the first one. Take the next one and pull it out about 1.5 inches, then lay it on top. Then pin it and stitch a 1/4 inch seam from here down to here. Now unfold it and press on top. Now, I don't like finger pressing something like this. I think it turns out nicer if you press it with an iron. Now you'll notice right up here that this comes out just a little bit. This little point comes out just a little bit. So when you go to take your next one, let me grab a green one, you're going to take this one and it's going to come out about 1.5 inches more. Place it on top, pin it down, stitch a 1/4 inch seam, press it, unfold, and press it. You keep adding them on. Now, once you get down this side, you don't necessarily have to pull them out 1.5 inches anymore. As you get around, just make sure that the corners of each piece touch or come past the edge along here. Now, I recommend after each one that you stitch on that you don't trim it just yet, even with the edge of the fabric here. Leave a little bit out. Just take a pair of scissors or a little rotary cutter and trim some of it off, because this will get in your way. Once you've done that, you're going to turn it over like this, and then take a ruler, lay it on the edge of the fabric on the back, and then with a rotary cutter, trim it off. Now, that first way I showed you how to do it is very tedious. It's not my favorite way to do it, but a lot of people do it that way. There's nothing wrong with it. So the easy way involves maybe using up more fabric than you want to, but this is so quick to do it this way. So here's my fabric for the back, 14.5 by 18.5. Take a ruler or measuring tape and measure from this corner down to this corner. Mine measure about 25.5 inches. I added 2 inches to that, so 27.5 inches, and that's how long I cut my strips. Again, put them in the order you want them to appear on the placemat, and then stitch all of them together using a 1/4 inch seam, and then press all your seams on the back and press it on top. And I like to press all my seams going in one direction. Now I have my jelly roll fabric with the pretty side facing up. Take your fabric for the back, take each corner here and twist it until one corner over here and another corner over here hits the edge of the fabric. Once you have that done, then either place weights on it to hold it in place or pin it, and then trim all of this off. Now you're thinking, oh, you're wasting fabric. Not really. I'll take these pieces here in the corners and make pot holders out of them. Then on the back of your jelly roll strips, take your fusible interfacing or fusible fleece, put the glue side down against the back of the jelly roll strips, and fuse it on following package instructions. Now pin all of your pieces together. Here's my fusible interfacing side, here's my fabric backing, and I have the pretty side against the jelly roll pretty side. Place pins all around the edges, stitch a 1/4 inch wide seam. You want to leave an opening so that you can turn this front side out after stitching. So here's my opening, back stitch here, stitch down to your corner. Whenever you come to corners, always leave your needle down through the fabric, lift the presser foot, and then turn your fabric and continue stitching. So do that at all 4 corners. When you come back to this last pin, do a back stitch. After stitching, you're going to trim a little bit of the fabric off at each corner. You're going to cut it down to about 1/8 of an inch wide, at least that seam area. So I'm just going to cut across here, and then I'll take a little bit more off of each side. Again, you do that at all 4 corners. Now reach inside and begin turning it front side out. After turning it front side out, then you want to go in and poke all your corners out. You can use a small little chopstick or something similar to that. I don't recommend you use scissors because you could poke right through your fabric. Then you need to press it flat, and at the opening, fold and press those edges inside. Place a few pins to hold it there. Then you're going to stitch about 1/8 of an inch from all 4 edges all the way around. 1/8 inch wide seam. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you try to make these types of placemats. Jelly rolls are a lot of fun. Remember, if you don't have access to a jelly roll, you can cut your own strips. They're cut 2.5 inches wide by 42 inches long. And it's easiest if you leave your fabric folded together with the selvage edges together and just cut straight across. Now, I have other links listed below your YouTube screen. I'll have tips of the week, other placemat tutorials, and beginners sewing projects. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.